This is Freeman, and this is the very first episode, very first podcast, the beginning, the genesis, the whatever you want to call it in Spanish. He said.
She said.
That's right. That is correct. And like I said, I am Freeman, and this is my other hostess. Sorry. I crossed the line.
I don't care.
I crossed the line with the ginger. Like, now
you
can't call actresses anymore. They're just actors now.
Yes.
Everyone's an actor.
Like male person?
I just think they need to just get rid of female bathrooms because that's sexist.
I would have to agree with you on that one. There should just be a
community bathroom where babies have their diapers changed, gay people can have their sex, and men can pee in their urinals and watch sports.
Yeah.
I think that's what's coming down to. All right, so what's going on your DL? I don't even know what that means.
On my down low?
District level. Your District 9.
Well, don't you want to talk about legalizing marijuana?
I mean, it's going to happen. It's not just a statewide thing. It's going to happen on the federal level. And when it does, there's some companies already prepared to reap benefit of that.
Yes.
But who's going to reap the most benefit are the states on taxing it.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're going to tax the crap out of it.
You know how much money people pay for cannabis?
Colorado, once it legalized, they made $1 million in a day.
That's what I'm saying.
$1 million in a day.
They could get out of the national debt.
I mean,
probably.
That's not Grand Theft Auto sales. Grand Theft Auto 5 hit $1 billion in a day or a week or something like that.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. The selling of one video game, it made records. Let's just say that.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is why this country is dumb.
Video games?
Everybody.
I'm a partaker of those video games.
Yeah, but you go to school as well, and you work. You know how many people just sit and play video games
I mean,
all day long?
If I could say, oh, I have back pain, the government pays me, and I'm going to sit at home and play video games while my back gets worse, I might not do that.
I was going to say, I don't
person.
think you would.
I couldn't do it.
You would not.
I couldn't. I could think about it.
I mean, I'm not making fun of anyone that does. To each their own.
No, I am. You
But
guys suck. You're leeching off America.
It's ridiculous. And that, like my buddy, okay, I won't name names. My buddy is a gamer, and he now has, like, carpal tunnel and arthritis in his knees
real thing.
and in his hands.
Why does he have arthritis
Because he always
in his
sits
knees?
Indian style.
Sit on a couch, buddy.
That's what I tried to say.
Sit on a couch.
He started to sit on a couch after he got arthritis.
I think they have grown-up beanbag chairs now.
They do.
Orthopedic beanbag chairs made for old people that game.
Yeah.
And they also have controllers that fit your hands better.
Well,
so it doesn't cause arthritis. Because the arthritis it's that damn battery pack in the back. It makes your fingers, like, rigid. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care.
I don't have time.
I'm
going
to leave here and go home and play hockey.
I normally don't sound like this either. I have a cold.
Well, that's okay. Playing video games gets rid of colds. I heard that from a doctor.
You know what else gets rid of colds?
What?
Watching sports.
No, I disagree. You're going to watch the Blackhawks tonight.
I'm going to watch the Blackhawks.
They'll probably lose, and you'll get worse.
They're not going to lose.
If they lose, you'll get worse.
I will.
You might go
I'll be
into
even
the state,
sicker.
like, you'll go to the doctor and be like, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do.
I've got Hawk's disease.
What do I have? There's nothing I can do.
Nothing.
That's what Bulls fans are going through right now.
They are.
I'm sorry.
Cubs fans go through that.
I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. They suck.
You know who's going through that right now? Dan.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
It's okay. You got your podcast to focus on. You don't have to worry about the Bulls anymore.
That's right.
I hope they start losing on purpose so they get some good draft picks. So I looked up a story the other day, and it's from CNBC, so you know it's legit.
It is legit.
It's a respected news source. It's about how cannabis is going to economically save the U.S. if the U.S. federally legalizes it. And as legalized marijuana sales take off in Colorado, here's what a pot business model in mature market might look like. 20 states and the District of Columbia allow medical marijuana. It's not quite half, but we're getting there.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we're going to get there probably next year. But voters in Colorado and Washington State stepped further in 2012. They legalized it completely. They said, you know what? I'm tired of arresting people for it.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of wasting police time trying to catch people growing it and selling it.
Yeah.
So you're saving money right there.
And you know what? Last time I checked, people were way more cautious when they were stoned instead of drunk.
And you're way more friendly.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, in general, you're just a nicer person.
You don't speed. You go slower because you think you're going faster than you are.
The first 5 minutes of... I don't know this personally. Like, you, like, don't get to know people until you get high with them.
Right.
Like, they spill the beans about everything.
They do.
Everything. And it's just, you get a lot closer to that person, and they're nicer, and you just see the real them. Everything comes down. All the shields and armor comes down.
It's true.
So amid this historic backdrop, a small merchant-focused pot industry is growing alongside forerunners to national, potentially public cannabis companies. The legal marijuana sector could unfold and function like the beer industry, with small batch varieties nabbing market share amid larger brands. Do you know what that means? Some of these companies in Colorado are trading stock right now.
Yes.
You could jump on this wagon. You can get 100 stock right now.
On weed?
No, for these companies that they're talking about.
I was like, ooh.
You can get 100 stock right now for $5. I think it's 23 cents a share.
Did you do it?
I'm going to.
Are you?
As soon as I get my money from the school, yeah. I'm going
Let me know how that works
I'm going to spend $100, and that is over 500 shares.
Oh, wow.
Now, if it booms like they think it's going to boom, and if it even just goes up to $1, I spent $100, and now that $100 becomes $500.
That's true.
And if it booms like Google or beer industry and goes to $10 a share, I made a lot of money on spending $100.
That's true.
So the main one is PHOT. You guys can Google it. PHOT is one of the main stocks selling right now. It's like 23 cents. Jump on that. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be like Google. Once the country legalizes it federally, these places are just going to launch. I mean, $1 million in a day in one state, Colorado.
Wow.
Come on now. There's lines out the door. That is like video game sales. Come on.
It is. They go hand in hand sometimes.
Here's the interesting news also. Our investors from the far left and the far right, said Brendan Kennedy, chief executive of Privateer Holdings, a cannabis-focused private equity firm. There's old money and new money. You put them in a room, and they wouldn't agree on anything else but this issue, Kennedy said. Seattle-based Privateer also acquired Leafly.com, which offers online reviews of cannabis strains in dispensaries. After I read that, I actually visited Leafly. It's very professional. Like, the view of potheads has gone from, like, Cheech and Chong to, like, bam, stockholders and senators and Barack Obama.
That's true.
Like, especially with the new marijuana ingestion methods that are happening right now. Like, people have these parties where you bring your own marijuana.
Yeah.
And they serve these entrees.
Hors d'oeuvre, okay.
They serve hors d'oeuvres, so once you're high, these hors d'oeuvres are made to mix with the marijuana high. And so they taste delicious. And these are like at art galleries. These are at public events in Colorado that are happening right now.
So everyone's just walking around stoned in Colorado?
While looking at art. Yes.
While looking at art.
I mean, I don't know if you noticed. Did you watch the Denver game?
I did. I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it.
That is the loudest I've ever heard a stadium. And I guarantee you...
It's because of the pot?
It's because of the pot.
And the concessions?
And the concessions. They have lollipops infused with THC. And I heard they're delicious. And they get you high. There's been a remarkable evolution in cannabis industry, said Steve Berg, editor at ArcView Market Research. ArcView offers startup funds to cannabis businesses. While certain people do still smoke joints, many other formats used are constituting an increasing portion of the market. Marijuana concentrates are the fastest growing category of products. Oil extract from raw cannabis, Also can offer exact dose for medicinal purposes, including the treatment of chronic pain. Non-smoking technologies include vaporization, edibles, and capsules. Capsules are used in a lot of hospital settings. They'll give you a medical marijuana prescription, but it will be in pill form instead of you having to smoke it.
I always wondered about that.
Because then, instead of like having lymphoma and then having like some other lung cancer, you just go from lymphoma to being high and then perhaps dying later. I don't know.
Right.
So it's an alternative to smoking it. In the midst of social experiment abolish cannabis prohibition, entrepreneurs are jumping into the Wild West-like landscape of marijuana market opportunities. They're hoping for a first-mover advantage. This new gold rush sometimes is referred to as the green rush, led by ganjapreneurs.
Ganjapreneurs.
I like the play on ganja.
Ganjapreneurs.
But beyond actual pot production and sales, more ancillary businesses are emerging, including security, insurance, and e-commerce companies that support the legal marijuana supply chain. So the people that are selling the pot are not the only ones making money here. It's creating a lot of jobs. Whole different sectors of like insurance has to be made just for this. I mean, you have your car insurance.
You do.
You have your rental insurance. You have all these normal insurances you'd usually have, life insurance, but now you can insure your pot farm.
Perfect timing.
How's it going?
Hello.
So that's what's going on with that.
That was awkward.
I mean,
why did that just happen?
We were in the middle of it. Okay. If you guys don't know, a lady just walked in and looked at us, and we looked at her, and that was pretty much that.
It said you can insure your pot farm.
You can insure your pot farm. Yep.
Oh, that was great. That was awkward.
Roaming waiters. Oh, this is about the party I was talking about. I read it in this. So, Denver-based party planner Jane West, owner of Edible Events, has been throwing parties for years. As the adult legalized marijuana market takes shape, she's hosting her first cannabis food party later this month at an art gallery. She has created a tasting menu specifically designed to pair with marijuana consumption. To be clear, the food will not include weed as an ingredient due to state regulations. Instead, the cannabis food party is BYOC. Bring your own cannabis. That's going to be something now. You're going to be able to tell your friends BYOC.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's BYO something.
Exactly. Bring your own chair when you come to my house. That's what BYOC means. We don't have enough chairs.
That's right.
West has partnered with Uber. That's an awesome name for a business.
Uber.
Which lets consumers connect with the drivers using a mobile app. That's awesome. That's also responsible.
Yeah. They don't want you to text and drive, but you have all these wonderful apps to put on your phone.
Exactly. I'm going to use this app while driving to my pot party.
To my BYOC party.
Party rules will prohibit guests from arriving or leaving the party as a driver. Roaming waiters will serve high-class munchies to satiate cannabis-induced munchies. Forget doobies chased by cheap party snacks. Imagine this scenario instead. Ingest marijuana through a sleek vaporizer.
Oh, my God.
Now you're hungry.
Yeah.
Vaporizers, I don't know if you ever tried one.
I never have. But I've heard.
I mean, I've heard that they really work.
I've seen people try them.
Very well.
Right. Yeah. I honestly don't know.
The nibble on bacon skewers laced with ancho chili, finished with sweet corn chowder, because ingesting marijuana can sometimes cause a dry cotton mouth. West is sticking to food that with high moisture content, so no bread, crackers, or pretzels, which is genius. This lady knows her snacks.
She does. She does. What's happening?
She was quoted saying, I wanted high-end food pairings with BYO, cannabis, bring your own cannabis, as cannabis is an alternative to wine, West said. I wanted a mainstream, artisanal experience. Amid Colorado's fast-moving marijuana scene, weed and sushi pairing menus have appeared.
Yeah.
I'm not into sushi, so
sushi's gross.
I might have to be really high to eat sushi because I think it's gross.
It is gross. It's raw stuff.
Raw
It's
fish.
raw from the water.
Why don't I just catch a fish with my hand and eat
Bite it. The only thing I eat that's from water is tuna fish.
No.
I like tuna fish.
I like shrimp.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Tuna just... the smell gets to me.
But shrimp smells fishy, too.
Not if you, load it in cocktail sauce.
Oh.
I love cocktail sauce.
That's your way out of it?
I eat fries with cocktail sauce.
Do you really?
No, yeah. It's like the sauce has a little spice to it. It does. Like a kick.
It does, yeah.
I like it. That's going to be a new thing now. So Arby's, just cocktail sauce with fries. Heads up. No one eats at your restaurant anyway, so.
They don't.
Yeah.
I did once, and I'll never do it again.
They used to
Maybe
have
twice.
good chicken, but lately it's been kind of like Tyson's.
I don't eat chicken.
What do you eat?
I eat turkey and
beef,
burgers and beef. Yeah, I just don't eat
bacon.
I don't eat poultry.
Why don't you like poultry?
Because they're dirty.
Everything. Cows are dirty.
Yeah, but they're birds.
Pigs are dirty, and you eat pig.
I eat. Yeah, but
gross.
It's different.
Pigs are
birds
the dirtiest.
And pigs are different.
You pluck the feathers and they're all clean.
Who told you that? Purdue.
Yes. How'd you know?
No. You'd think we were high in here talking about all this food.
Right. Marijuana industry experts forecast an even more robust wholesale cannabis market once a key rule expires at the end of September. Colorado law now requires marijuana businesses to grow a substantial percentage of the marijuana they sell, which is commonly known as vertical integration. Go ahead and Google vertical integration if you don't understand. The obvious forecast is that you'd see an industry that looks like the beer industry, said Jeffrey Mirren, senior lecturer and director of undergraduate studies at Harvard University's Department of... This dude's from Harvard, so you can't really say, oh, he doesn't know what he's talking about, or, oh, he's a pothead. The dude is a professor, director of undergraduate studies at Harvard University's Department of Economics. Microgrowers could produce more expensive artisanal cannabis strains, with larger manufacturers producing more readily available varieties. They could coexist, said Mirren, an expert in economics of libertarianism. I mean, come on. Can't you just be economics?
No. Gotta be of something.
The precursors of the true national cannabis companies have emerged in form of multi-state licensors and are leveraging strong branding and scalable business models, Berg wrote in his recent ArcView report. Take the case of Denver-based Dixie Elixir, a leading maker of cannabis-laced edibles. Its products include cannabis-infused chocolate, ice cream, beverages, capsules, bath soaks, and muscle relief lotion.
Wait, bath soaks?
Yeah.
You're going to put cannabis in bath soaks?
You know how good it feels?
No.
I don't know, but I'm guessing it feels good.
I just never... People are going to eat those.
I mean, it's better than...
Just like they used to eat the bath salts before.
Bath soaks, not bath salts.
Yeah, but isn't that the same stuff you put in your tub and
I
you
have
soak
no,
in it?
I have no idea.
Bath
I don't
salt,
know what
you
bath
pour...
soaks are.
Well,
I've been to Bed Bath & Beyond maybe 3 times in my life.
Yeah, well, they sell them everywhere.
I know, but I try to, stay away from that section in
Bath salts
Walmart.
and bath soaks, I would think, are the same thing.
Ever since that dude ate that other dude's face, I try to stay away from bath salt altogether.
That's not normal. That's not right.
So, yeah. I'm afraid that is what's going to cause the zombie apocalypse.
It is.
Is bath
Especially
salts.
now if you put cannabis in them. There's going to be more people eating them.
West Virginia,
or smoking them.
they didn't tell you, but they just poured bath salt in the water and everybody went crazy. Made that up. Okay. Dixie Elixir, the one we're talking about, bath soaps and muscle relief lotion. Muscle relief lotion? I'm down for that.
Right.
I might eat it. National branding and licensing strategy with plans to grow and be acquired. These companies will be prime candidates for acquisition or public listing, especially upon federal legalization. So when they're saying public listing, it's talking about stock options and stuff like that.
Yep. Pot entrepreneurs are betting on marijuana IPOs.
I am too. I'm actually going to put my money on PHOT, the one I was telling you guys about earlier. Go ahead and look it up. They're actually forecasting by the end of this year being at $1, and they're at 23 cents right now.
Wow.
I mean, once Washington starts selling it, I think it'll go up because they're ready for a nationwide boost in sales.
So, it's probably a dumb question.
I'm down for dumb questions.
I'm sure people are still going to sell it on the side.
I mean, once it's legalized, what's the point of buying it on the side if you know that the place is going to sell it?
Well, it depends
better
on what's
product.
cheaper.
I mean, if you sold it on the side, you'd have to sell it cheaper, but you'd also have to be getting it for free.
That's true. So it was kind of a dumb question.
I mean, I don't
always think before I speak.
I could see growers doing that. Like, if they're not getting picked up by people, just hiring contractors, quote unquote. You guys can't see this. I made the quote unquote signs like I'm some sort of smart person. They'll hire contractors to sell to stores, to people, to whoever they can. It's really interesting because when you think of the end of whatever it was called, the alcohol thing, you said coalition.
That's right.
So after Prohibition...
That was close.
Before Prohibition, there was a lot of beer companies and, like, a bunch of alcohol companies and stuff like that. But after that, a lot of them couldn't survive making other things. So I don't know if you, like, read up on the Prohibition or anything, but, like, the only ones that really survived were, like, Anheuser and, like, the shitty beers you drink today. Coors.
You better not say the one that I drink.
All the ones owned by Anheuser, which if you look that up, what beer Anheuser owns, it's just about everything.
It is true.
Like, from Leinenkugels to...
I'm a Budweiser girl.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they own that, too.
They do. They do.
But, yeah, I can picture, like, marijuana just booming overnight once it's legalized federally.
It would. And it's about time.
And it might even dig us out of a debt a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Because states have run out of things to tax.
Right.
And they're closing schools like crazy in Illinois because,
there's
Illinois got no money.
Yeah.
And I don't appreciate the tickets for parking in a metro parking lot. Well, there's 6 different parking lots, and only one of them was one parking lot was non-permit, and then there's 5 that were all permitted.
Oh,
and so
and found the one.
If you didn't get there early for non-permit, they're taken. So I would just park behind another car and be like, "Oh, please don't give me a ticket." 9 days in a row, I got a ticket. I didn't get a ticket for the first 8 months, and then it was just bam, 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 ticket after ticket.
Damn, dude. I got a ticket once because I didn't have a village sticker, and the cop went into the parking lot and literally went up and down people's cars.
Oh yeah,
I had it in the glove compartment.
Glove compartment, yeah.
I just didn't put it on. I don't like those stupid things. I don't have one on my car now.
What's the point? Why can't...
There is no point.
In Iowa, parking's free unless you're going downtown.
That's
and then
stupid.
They have parking ramps, like, are free during the weekend, but you'll have to pay, $5 for a day?
Yeah.
Iowa's a better place. It's just less greedy.
Shut up. Why don't you go back to that place?
We don't have tollways every 6 miles.
Nobody does, but, like, New York and us.
Yeah, I know. It costs too much
ridiculous.
Damn money to go to your city.
I know.
I'm going to have to get helicoptered in, save on tolls.
That's why I take like, Irving all the way to the city.
You have to take
tolls.
You could take North Ave, you could take Roosevelt, as you guys call it. I call it Roosevelt because I'm American.
There's 2 O's, dude.
Roosevelt.
No
one calls Teddy Roosevelt Teddy Roosevelt. They call him Teddy Roosevelt.
Toady Roosevelt.
Toady Rose. I just call him Toady Rose.
Toady Rose.
If I say Toady Rose, I'm talking about Teddy.
If there was 1 O, it'd be Roosevelt. Sometimes I say Roosevelt.
Because it's American to say.
How do you say S-A-U-S-A-G-E?
What is that? S-A-U?
S-A-U-S-A-G-E.
I don't know. Sausage?
Okay. I don't like to say it because people make fun of me. But I'm from here and I'm 100% Italian.
You can't say sausage?
I don't say it like that.
What do you say it like? Let the world know. No one's here to judge you.
I say sausage.
Sausage? How do you say it? Sausage?
Sausage.
Sausage. Are you saying it?
You say it wrong.
I say it wrong?
Everyone tells me I say it wrong. You say it wrong. It's sausage.
It's sausage, like a saucer, sausage.
So you can pronounce sausage, but you can't pronounce Roosevelt.
Saucer, sausage, Roosevelt. It's just the way it is. It's the American way. So, you saw a movie this weekend?
I did. I saw Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor with Sexy Wahlberg and Pretty Pants McGee.
Mark Wahlberg. Oh my God, I can't remember all their names, but I can give you movies they were in.
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg. What's his name? Carter?
What's his name? Carter. Okay.
He was in that movie.
I'm digging this.
John Carter?
John Carter.
Wasn't there a movie called John Carter?
Yeah.
Okay, the main guy in that.
The sexy one? That can jump like 300 feet in the air?
And then Ben Foster. That's his real name. I guess I do remember some people's names.
I have no idea. You know the no-name guys, but you can't remember the main actors?
That he isn't one of the main ones. These are the four main
guys. Ben
Foster,
main guy. Don't know who he is.
He was in other movies.
Other movies.
He's been in a lot of other movies.
Thank you for that
just can't think of any right now. Anyways, it's about the four main people whose names I can't remember, but the real guy's name is Marcus Luttrell. He's the one that survives and tells his story about his four-man group being in the woods because they're trying to get like this main guy for the what is it called? I don't want to say the prejudice word unless we're gonna
Taliban.
Thank you. Are we gonna edit this?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I have like 5 minutes of rambling about what is prohibition called. Like
that's true. Yes, their op is like the four of them are trying to find the perfect spot to kind of keep an eye on this Taliban, yeah.
Also known, there's another one called Al Qaeda.
Yeah, because like a week prior to that, this guy had like slaughtered and killed 20 of our Marine soldiers. So they're going in to, eliminate him. Well, they're like perched up in the woods. They're getting ready to just kind of keep watch. And this like grandpa and his grandson or whatever, they just come through with all these goats. They're like herding goats through the woods and happen to come across
collateral damage headshot, right? That's how the movie ends. Grandpa and son dying together. Blaze of glory for America.
This is just the beginning.
Oh, okay, my bad.
This is just the beginning.
I just think that would be a great movie.
You should write it.
I'm on it.
Well, now they're faced with this dilemma. Do you let these people go? Do you kill them? What do you do with them? Because if you let them go, they're going to go tell the Taliban that you're up there and that you're stalking them and you're going to kill them all. Or you could kill them, possibly have CNN find about it, and call you kid killers. So what do? They let them go. And within a couple hours, they're surrounded by all these frickin' Taliban, Al-Qaeda people. And, it's an amazing film. I know that you were in the service.
Yes.
But even if you weren't, you would appreciate this film and what these guys went through and...
what they sacrificed.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine going through what they did. All the broken bones, getting shot, and falling off rocks and hilltops and not leaving each other.
Yeah. Never leave a man behind. That's right. Like, they pound it in your head.
It's if you haven't seen it, you have to. Because you might appreciate your military just a little bit more for you being able to do what you do on a daily basis.
That's right.
I know I do. I come from a military family.
Nice. I did not know that.
So, my father served, my uncle served, cousins have served. So, I used to wake up to the damn...
Yeah, okay.
My father used to wake us up every Saturday singing that so we could do our chores in the morning at 9 a.m.
That's so nice of him.
Isn't it? Starting at, 10 years old.
Nice.
So, yeah, I've been conditioned.
We had a cat alarm that, was really loud. And it would always it'd do that song.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, shut up, cat. Then I joined the army, and then I was like, shut up, horn man. Blowing your bugle.
Yeah, but you would get up at 5, wouldn't you?
You had to get up 5 o'clock to be at PT at 5:30. You'd have PT until 7, then you had to be work at 9.
Right.
So you had 2 hours to shower, eat.
Put it in your mouth and chew it later.
Shave.
That's what my dad says.
Good times.
Put it in your mouth and chew it later. We gotta go.
You can sleep when you're dead. That was my favorite. Thanks, Drill Sergeant.
Well, then you would like the movie then, Andrew.
Food's a crutch. Oh, yeah, Drill Sergeant is breathing a crutch, too.
Yep.
That's right. I saw a movie, too, about 2 weeks ago.
What'd you see?
The Amazing Life of Walter Schmitty or whatever.
Oh, I thought it was Walter
Mitty. Yeah, Mitty. Sorry, Kevin.
Isn't that a remake?
I don't know.
I
but
believe it is.
It was. It was an amazing movie. It made me want to get off my butt and do something.
That's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. He traveled, like, all over. It was amazing. Like, if you're into photography like I am, then you'll really like this film. Because it really captures the areas he's in very well.
Really?
Yeah. Like, you'll see Iceland landscape, Greenland landscape. You'll be in the Everest. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome and motivational movie. Well, you should cut it off. So I'm not going to tell you about The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, but I'm just going to tell you that it's a must-see. I'll just talk to myself. It's cool. So my other host just left the room, so I'm by myself at this moment, pondering upon things such as, why is this room so small? Why are the mics so crappy? Why is there a picture of a baby with huge headphones on his head? Isn't that going to make his head shaped weird? We're saying our goodbyes now. So we're actually going to post pictures of our, well, not pictures, but text of our Twitter feeds and our .coms and all that crap. So you could follow us on the interwebs. And if you enjoyed the show, please follow us on Facebook. He Said, She Said.
And listen again.
And this is Freeman, and this is what he said.
And this is Nikki, and this is what she said.
Have a good one.